The first 911 call came at 11:43 p.m. Saturday. A report from a concerned motorist about a Toyota truck barreling down Interstate 89 on the wrong side of the road. More calls followed, and more after that. Vermont state and local police dispatched cruisers, hoping to intercept the erratic driver, to stop the truck before a crash did. They drove alongside motorists who couldn't possibly know the danger speeding toward them and carloads of people they had no way of warning. Among them was a Volkswagen Jetta carrying 5 teenagers barely old enough to drive. Minutes later, at 11:53 p.m., police received another 911 call. This time, it was about a crash. The first police officer on scene in Williston found 2 crumpled vehicles in the road, a Toyota truck and a Volkswagen Jetta. The Jetta was engulfed in flames. In a desperate attempt to save the teenagers trapped inside, the officer grabbed a fire extinguisher and rushed toward the blaze, according to the Vermont State Police. He pulled one young girl from the car and tried to suppress the flames. Then he watched this scene in disbelief. His police cruiser, the red and blue emergency lights still activated, was speeding away from the wreckage. Behind the wheel sat a man, later identified as Stephen D. Burgoyne, 36, the apparent owner of the wrong-way truck. By the night's end, Burgoyne had not only hijacked the officer's car, but dodged police custody while fleeing the scene, hitting at least 7 other cars while driving the wrong way along Interstate 89, according to authorities. His spree ended only when he crashed the police cruiser for a final time, police said, ejecting himself from the car before it, too, burst into flames. He was rushed to the hospital alongside 5 other people, police said, who are reported to be in stable condition. All 5 teenagers, friends since childhood on their way home from a concert, were killed. Vermont State Police identified the victims as Mary Harris, 16, and Cyrus Scar, 16, of Moytown, Liam Hale, 16, and Janie Coetzee, 15, of Fayston, and Eli Brookins, 16, of Waterbury. The catastrophe stunned communities across the state. 4 of the teens were juniors at Harwood Union High School in Duxbury, reported the Associated Press. Coetzee studied at Kimball Union Academy, a boarding school in New Hampshire, but had returned home to Vermont for the long weekend. Firefighters who responded to the crash called it the most horrific scene they have seen in their 10 to 15 years, Williston senior firefighter Prescott Nade told CNN. Athletic events were cancelled at both schools Monday and the state's gubernatorial debate was postponed so the candidates could attend a vigil for the students. Vermont Governor Peter Shumlin ordered flags across the state lowered to half staff. "You know, I've had the privilege of being governor for 6 years, Shumlin told CAX. And this is the saddest moment.